Railfanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. I'm here on the BNSF UP main line here, and 500 there, UP38-2. There's the other side of my Missouri Pacific right there. Right there. Anyway, this train's working the... Well, you know what? Hang on, guys. Get out of the car. This train is working the massive yards here for all these grain silos and feed silos, and this whole town is just one gigantic rail yard. All these rail fed industries, and I found a lot of cool fallen flags, and I will be here. There's this beautiful blue engine over here too. Zoom in and get that. That works the yard. I'll be walking over there to get pictures of it. Don't worry, guys, I'll get it. I'll get it. But been watching 500 here. Push all these grain cars in. Railfanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. Oh, check that out. He just gave them a shove, and he's letting them roll on their own. That's kind of cool. Oh, guys, we got something else coming here. On the main, probably. I'm sorry, I'm trying to... I don't know what's coming. There we go. We got something blowing the horn here, and the gates are going. There's two main lines here, and I'm in between them. I haven't even had a chance to set up my, there we go. Set up my tripod yet, but I just heard a horn of another train. And there's 500, and he just let two cars free roll into the yard there. I'm gonna get my tripod set up, guys, and I'll be here watching trains all day. Fremont, Nebraska, Railfanning Adventures. Stay tuned. He's shoving. Alright, so he's getting a little speed up. Alright, Railfanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. This is Union Pacific pushing grain cars, and there's a Missouri Pacific. That's a fallen flag. I actually had that nose scale. I got to see it. But guys, you know, somebody asked me if I'm seeing different fallen flags. Well, here comes a cotton belt. Alright, so this train is working the massive grain yard here, right off the main line. I'm going to be sitting here in Fremont watching trains all day. And Fremont, Nebraska on the UP BNSF line. Get to see the power now, because he's been pushing hundreds of cars in. Been here for a little while, waiting to get a good picture of this right here. Well, we don't see that back home, do we? UP38-2. man. Beautiful Union Pacific engine right there. Look at that. That is so awesome. Railfanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. Alright, Railfanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. This is Union Pacific pushing grain cars, and there's a Missouri Pacific. That's a fallen flag. I actually had that nose scale. I got to see it. But guys, you know, somebody asked me if I'm seeing different fallen flags. Well, here comes a cotton belt. Alright, so this train is working the massive grain yard here, right off the main line. I'm going to be sitting here in Fremont watching trains all day. And Fremont, Nebraska on the UP BNSF line. Might actually get to see the power now because he's been pushing hundreds of cars in. Been here for a little while, waiting to get a good picture of this right here. Well, we don't see that back home, do we? GT38-2. How are you, young man? Beautiful Union Pacific engine right there. Look at that. That is so awesome. Railfanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. Again, Railfanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. I'm here on the BNSF, the UP main line here, and 500 there, GT38-2. There's the other side of my Missouri Pacific right there. Right there. Anyway, this train's working the. Well, you know what? Hang on, guys. Get out of the car. This train is working the massive yards here for all these grain silos and feed silos, and this whole town is just one gigantic rail yard. All these rail fed industries, and I found a lot of cool fallen flags, and I will be here. There's this beautiful blue engine over here too. Zoom in and get that. That works the yard. I'll be walking over there to get pictures of it. Don't worry, guys, I'll get it. I'll get it. But been watching 500 here. Push all these grain cars in. Railfanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. Oh, check that out. He just gave them a shove, and he's letting them roll on their own. That's kind of cool. Oh, guys, we got something else coming here. On the main, probably. I'm sorry, I'm trying to... I don't know what's coming. There we go. Got something blowing the horn here, and the gates are going. There's two main lines here, and I'm in between them. I haven't even had a chance to set up my, there we go. Set up my tripod yet, but I just heard the horn of another train. And there's 500, and he just let 2 cars free roll into the yard there. I'm gonna get my tripod set up, guys, and I'll be here watching trains all day. Fremont, Nebraska, Railfanning Adventures. Stay tuned. He's shoving. Alright, so he's getting a little speed up. Railfanning Adventures, Fremont. This is where the Union Pacific actually crosses the BNSF main line to service one of its many grain mills here. There's the diamond right there. It's still active. It's only used during harvest and planting season, from what the nice gentleman from Union Pacific Maintenance Away just told me. And as you can see, there's where it comes back into the line over here. And here's another one of the many grain silos and feed mills and stuff here that are in this gigantic yard. And again, there's 500 working the yard. GP38, Union Pacific. There's a lot of the signals, stuff for the main line, for Union Pacific's main line here. The UP guy said that another short line works here. And I don't think it's this guy right here. This is for the mill. They have 2 of them. The other one I got pictures of earlier is working right now, pulling cars in and out of the big elevator here, grain elevator. They're loading trucks on one side and rail cars on the other. Pretty cool operation. Railfanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. Alright, Railfanning Adventures, Fremont. This is 500 GP38-2 Union Pacific, continuing to work the humongous yard here. Went down and grabbed some lumber. But there is, that used to be a Southern Pacific. There's another fallen flag. Golden West Service. Followed by another Missouri Pacific. That's another fallen flag. The street I'm parked on. There's all the there's a lot of signals here, guys. Great horn. Alright, that's 500 Railfanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. 500 continues to build a train here, and we have an eastbound coming on the main line. What a great looking engine. Again, I'm between the BNSF main line and the BNSF main line and the Union Pacific main line. As I swing over here, one of the cool things here, that is the Union Pacific station and freight depot there for Fremont. I also got pictures of the Burlington station here in Fremont, which is right there, used by BNSF now, along with all the factories, grain silos, and everything else I could get pictures of for you guys while I'm here. Again, 500's working, and we have an eastbound, and we have signals for a westbound here too, on both main lines, both the UP and the BNSF main line. So a lot of cool fallen flags here. Here's one, Golden West Service. There's a Missouri Pacific right behind this one right here. MP, Missouri Pacific. Chicago Northwestern, Cotton Belt. All kinds of cool things I've seen here. You know, I'm a history buff of the railroad. And, you know, you can't not like history of the railroad and not talk about the Union Pacific or Burlington or Santa Fe. Again, 500 is continuing to build a humongous train here now in the yard. I mean, these yards are massive. There's miles and miles of just grain cars and frozen food cars. One of the things here is a slaughterhouse for pigs, cows, chickens, stuff like that. Trucks are going in now. I got a picture of the truck earlier. Here comes that eastbound I was talking about, getting closer on the main line. We're gonna pan out here. This is the eastbound on the Union Pacific side of the house. There are just strings and strings of empty hoppers here. There's so many silos and co-ops, and it truly is amazing. It truly is amazing. Fremont is cool. It's about 35 minutes outside of 35 minutes outside of Omaha. Again, there is the Union Pacific freight depot and station back there. This train's coming eastbound on the Union Pacific side. A lot of rail action here. There's a lot of the different co-ops, engines moving cars in and out, dumping grain, loading grain, and seed and everything else. And then you got the two main lines here. I caught a stack. Oh, here we go. Here comes a westbound on the UP main line. Let's pan around. We got an east meets west here. Stack train coming west. One of the many yarders going by that moves trailers for all these co-ops and stuff. So here comes a westbound on the UP line. Looks like a stack train passing the 5001, which is for the co-op here. And this is a westbound stack train. Guys, what I'm going to do on the Facebook page, Railfanning Adventures on exclamation point, is make an album and just post everything from Fremont. I'm going to label it Nebraska Trip. I caught some BNSF power this morning. I think the reason why we didn't see the eastbound is this one's actually crossing the diamond in front of it. Fremont's like a junction for UP going east, west, and north. .5646 is tail end Charlie here. Alright, Railfanning Adventures in between the BNSF Union Pacific main lines here in Fremont, Nebraska. That was a westbound high railer for BNSF. There's a station right behind me here in Fremont, and there's eastbound Union Pacific train coming along with the local working the yard here. And right behind him is 500 full and loaded grain cars. Again, I am in Fremont, Nebraska. Railfanning Adventures. Talk about seeing David, you talk about seeing different fallen flags. There is Chicago Northwestern. There's a blue Chicago Northwestern. Come on, give me a gap. Right here. And here is a green Chicago Northwestern. There's a cotton belt. back home now, do we? Union Pacific stacked train heading east towards Omaha, Nebraska. And Union Pacific 500 working the yard here in Fremont, Nebraska. There's a box we don't see back home. Not to see our England, coal train, I don't know what it was. I will tell you this, their trains out here are a lot longer than the trains back home. There's a CPU in the middle of the stacked train. There's a cool trailer. Oh, wow. Yeah, just miles and miles of freight here. I'm looking west, and this thing goes on for at least about another mile. Holy moly. Yeah, they're way longer here than back home, guys. The end should be coming. And 3 Florida East Coast rail cars are your end of train today, as that stacked train heads east into Omaha, Nebraska. Again, Railfanning Adventures, Fremont. Alright, now that the westbound stacker train has gone through the junction here, this should be an eastbound coming. Going to the crossing here. Railfanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. There he is. like it's going to be a manifest, ladies and gentlemen. Look, there's the Southern Pacific right there. These are Cargills. There's a Cargill right there. There's a little better one. Oh man, here's a Missouri Pacific gondola. Talk about your fallen flag. Look at this car. Wow. There's Southern Pacific right here. Union Pacific. Oh wow, check this out. The moving wheels. Never seen one of them before. Hey Ian, here comes a bee coal for you. So, wow, here's another one of those gray, orange, black box cars. There you go, Sean, the Andersons right here. Another different tank for you. I really like this car coming, this color. I seen them yesterday, a truck pulling them, and I don't know what town I was in, guys. Here comes another Golden West service. The end of the eastbound manifest here at Fremont, Nebraska. Hi, Railfanning Adventures, Fremont, westbound. Nebraska is not disappointing, ladies and gentlemen. It has been one train after another after another. The end of the westbound ethanol train, and we're going to pan around here real quick because holding in the background, coming off the other main line for Union Pacific, is what appears to be an auto rag train, westbound auto rag train. Alright, yeah, with the heat, guys, it's hard to Alright, Railfanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. The westbound manifest is slowly starting to get underway again here. I believe they did a crew change. Crew change happened, and now they're continuing east. These are loaded auto rags heading west. I'm sorry, this train's continuing west. West, guys, westbound. A little bit of wind here, and Fremont, Nebraska, a little bit of wind today. Again, this is a westbound manifest that stopped at a crew change here in Fremont. There's another Southern Pacific, another fallen flag, Cargill. I have seen some of the coolest things that we don't see on our side here. They have these super long heavyweight gondolas. I saw them last night. I haven't seen them during the day yet. I'm gonna be here all day. There's this gigantic ADM 4-funnel cylinder going by. Gigantic fuel tank I went by last night. Hoping to catch one during the day. Here comes a blue TILX cylinder. I've never seen one of these on our side, but here it is. With a crown on it. That's a new one, Sean. TILX. Seen the BNSF coal train with power on both ends. GP 39-3. Been a lot of cool stuff I've seen while out here. Again, this is a westbound coal drag, and you can tell a lot of this stuff came from out east. From NS, and some of our trains had an Elkhart, Indiana, where they interchange. Chicago area. I've had conversations with maintenance away, dispatchers, signal maintainers, conductors, 2 engineers from both Union Pacific and BNSF. People out here are super friendly, super railfan friendly. They let me go right around the building to get pictures of the station, up to the engines that were idling, BNSF engines waiting to do work, up to 500 to get pictures. It's been an amazing trip so far. Here comes some gondolas that we don't see on our side. Check this out. What in the world are these? Oh, sorry. I got so excited I kicked the tripod, guys. Sorry about that. Montana Link? Montana Rail Link. I definitely need these in O scale. Huh. Well, we don't see them on our side, that's for sure. I think that's Montana Rail Link. And now here's some gray ones, same kind of cap. Placarded. Trying to get placards for you guys. Oh, here we go, gondola connection. Oh, check this out, Sean. They're still riding the rails, buddy, look. There's another one in brown, gray, orange, black beer boxes. And this is the end of the westbound manifest. Give you an idea of where we are. Zoom in. CP Fremont. Alright, Railfanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. This is a westbound manifest coming. Union Pacific side of the house here in Fremont. Now that the ethanol train went by, this train is approaching. I don't know if he's going to go by or stop and wait. It sounds like we got a train behind me coming. Again, Fremont's a big junction for UP BNSF, so it has not disappointed with rail traffic today, for sure. I don't know if this train is bringing this stuff into the rail yard here or continuing through, guys. There's a train coming from behind me that's heading east. This one's heading west. There's so many trains going by, guys, I can't keep up. There sounds like there is an eastbound coming. Again, this is a westbound manifest. He may stop and hold and wait for the eastbound that's coming, I guess, or he may go through and make the eastbound wait. I don't know. But this is a westbound manifest. I do know that. I know he's going west. There's cars in the east. That sounds like BNSF. Ladies and gentlemen, that sounds... I think we may have a BNSF train coming. It is. I'm going to spin the camera around real quick. Comes eastbound BNSF train. I have an eastbound BNSF coal drag on their main line here in Fremont, Nebraska. And right behind me on the other side of the camera here, I have a westbound manifest Union Pacific train that I think is waiting to cross over for our stop, because there might be eastbound traffic on the UP line coming. Again, Fremont, Nebraska is a major interchange. Lots of rail-fed industry here. Humongous yard. We got 2 units trailing on this train. Alright, now we're going to pan around at the Union Pacific manifest that stopped here. And we're going to stop this on the Ferromex, on this tank car right here, and continue once he gets moving. 500 looks like he's working behind him again. 500 to GP38-2 that's been working the yard here the entire day. He's pushing up behind him. Right there. There's good old 500. He's continuing to work this yard, so I'm going to stop this video right here and continue when they start moving.